pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They'll ride the hot hand.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Bowers. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
They believe they can run right here. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They are getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. Dropping back, it's Bowers. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Now the play fake. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel. They had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Makes his man miss. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent, and they've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal, and you're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. He'll keep it himself. Oh, they knock it free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
As a defender, love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williamson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Trying to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Slams ahead. And they're in for a touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A first down for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Dropping back, it's Bowers. Gets it out fast. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the...
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Great job by the wide receiver. The windows are so small in this area of the field. You saw him fight through the defender to make that catch on the TD.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Running back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, they wanted this guy catching the ball on the right side of the field. They could have just lined him up over there, but they didn't that time. He started off on the left side. He crossed the defense and made the catch on the right side of the field.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll just keep slinging it. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Powers forward. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Between the uprights, it's good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They run the reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run! You try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on them.
Looking to throw, it's Bowers. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. But they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
They try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it.
Block! The heat got to him. And after all of that, they'll take over inside their own 30-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. The give to the tailback. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's English. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. He's got it. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Bowers. Throws to the wideout. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Just a little off. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. 1st down for this offense. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Bowers. Right down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete to the left. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him in the
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. He's got his man. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3rd and goal from way back there. Back to throw, it's Bowers. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. It is perfect. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. That touchdown puts him up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Unloads quickly. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun to give, looking for room. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. To the ground with the back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease to the left. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. They're bringing heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's English. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Bowers. Using the quick game. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Handoff from the gun. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Looking to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
What's important in this game, this offense, gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads it left. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He hopes it turns out better than last time. He had the other one blocked. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the 2nd level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Using the spin move. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Motion from the offense. He'll run it again. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
They'll try the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Trying to get to him. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. It's caught. That's a touchdown. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to be a big difference.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Bowers. Gets open down the middle. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what to do?
And here comes the punt team. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Fair catch, called for and made. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. He's got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
When you're a QB and you have enough time to take out a sandwich and finish the sandwich before you have to make a pass down the field, that's a good day at the office.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll put the tight end in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Now he's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. So a little too much contact through the PI flag. They'll decline that one and the touchdown stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
Well, the good news is you got the 1st down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Movement here from the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
And I just love having a decisive quarterback. Like, give him options, but he makes a decision, sticks his foot in the ground, says, I'm going to get the 1st down, and he gets it.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 37. 2nd down coming up.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush them.
He'll take a shot. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. An 84-yard drive there, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Give to the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's taking the shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Swings it out to the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive with a pass. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, alligator arms. I know you're running over the middle of the field, but do your quarterback a favor and just make the play.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They keep attacking through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Running to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.